everyone, it's me again, Dad Cover from Bloodman Pictures, and today we'll return to date another wonderful man, which is no one else than Damien, of course. And yeah, that's all there is to it, just another date with Damien, because I decided to, well, yeah, to date him, because I decided he's my man. He's my dream daddy. Okay. If you're parking uphill, be sure to turn your tires toward the street. Okay. I had a lot of fun. Hey, again, please. I had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. I wonder what he's up to. I open up Dad Book and start writing him a message when Amanda walks in the door. Dad, you got a letter. Oh, is it from Grandma? No, it's from Damien. Whoa, can I see it? A man hands me a piece of old parchment, folded into an envelope and sealed with purple wax. Damn, the dude goes all out. Why did I had problems pronouncing goes? Dream Daddy, what are you doing with my mouth? I pry off the seal and unfold the letter. In the most beautiful calligraphy, the letter reads, I can read calligraphy. Oh, well, that's fair enough. Dearest Eshkova, I hope you'll find my It's so weird reading actually Eshkova there. I hope you'll find my continued correspondence endearing rather than trying. One can only hope that my use of the slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed our time together. I write this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful that I may misstep and speak towards something unwelcome. For now I hope that you might forgive my boldness. I will simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. While the afternoon maybe have been derailed by forces unforeseen, your companionship helped a great deal, not only in the discipline of my child, but in the morale of my spirit. And for that, I thank you. That said, Eshkova, if you'll allow me, it would mean the world to me if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema followed by a moonlit stroll would be to your taste. It so would. I eagerly await your response. With great respect, D. Bloodmarch. Amanda and I both look up from the letter. Wow. He's good. So you gonna catch a movie with him? Yeah, I better message him on Dad Book and let him know. Thank you, Amanda. I was just about to say something about that. Amanda slaps my laptop shut. You have to write him back. A real letter. Yes, Dadkova. Yes. But my handwriting looks like two toddlers fighting over a crayon. That describes my actual handwriting pretty well, though.
Yes!
Dad, you have to. He wrote you a letter. That's so cool. Will you help me? I need to class this up. Father, I was made for this. Here's what you do. Find tickets to a show that you will like, then enclose them in the letter. Oh, that's classy. Amanda and I hop onto my laptop and peruse showtimes. He doesn't seem like a romantic comedy kind of guy.
Yeah.
Oh, here's one. Vampire Crusade 2? Evil Never Dies. I don't know. That sounds kind of stupid.
Eh?
Actually, it's a critically acclaimed exploration into the ennui of existence. It really turns the vampire's trope on its head. Really? Nah, there's just a lot of blood and vampire titties. Why did I know that you would look at something like that? I mean, lots of blood. Yeah. Well, let's roll the dice.
Huh.
I purchase the tickets and print them out, then sit down at the table with Amanda to try drafting a nice letter. Oh, come on! You could have looked for a better movie. You could have looked for, like, one of the classical horror movies or something like that. Something with more class. You get what I mean there? I start writing. Damien, I do hope that this letter finds you in good health. Hey! Good morrow to you on this fine eve. Ooh. Good one. What's next? Hey, remember when your son tried to Hey, remember that day? That was great times. You been good? I must confess of my amateur control of the written word. Jeez, Dad. Have some faith in yourself.
Huh?
Okay, we're trucking along. Let him know how you're feeling. You find me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter. I did very much enjoy the adventure we found ourselves on the last we met. That earnest shit was pretty messed up. I want to make like a fool run and make all the obviously bad choices at one point. Is that like a literal one? Does that have a specific ending or something? Or do I just end up having a bad ending? Oh, I hope not. Well, sure, but I don't want a bad ending. That's I don't want like a actual bad ending. Like I don't know, some sad stuff happening or like that. Not with this game. I'm too heartfelt for that. Within this game, they're so nice people. Now I'm curious though. Damn it! Okay. You find me in good spirits. Nice. Ask him to hang out already. True art takes time, Amanda. What a strange turn of events. I found myself enamored of the situation at hand. Like a Bruegel's landscape with the fall of Icarus, I find myself lost in your details. Ooh. Let me get at that. Ooh, the Icarus one is nice. I found myself enamored of the situation at hand. Is also nice. That might be a bit over the top and with the Bruegel's landscape with the fall of Icarus. I don't know how accurate this part is. Okay, what should we do? I found myself enamored of the situation. Dad, what? I saw it on TV. I'm not an actually intelligent person. Bring it home, Pops. Okay, that one was a bad choice. I like the Icarus, was bad. Let me take you out. I got 2 tickets to the movies. Oder? Why did I suddenly German? I would very much enjoy your company, accompanying me to the cinema. It will bring me great pleasure to escort you to the cinema. Your company, that sounds like I'm tripping over my own words. Smooth. Calling it the cinema is a classy move. Enclosed you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you will find both titillating and enjoyable. Letter blood and vampire titties? I don't know. I don't know. I wish I could have chosen some other movie. Best wishes, hard daps. Namaste, we'll carry on. Best wishes. And then I sign my name. My full name. Answer that away. Ashkova Blood Moon. Is this okay? Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting. Yeah. To be honest, Dadkova, you have a few more years on your back. Your handwriting is actually way better than mine. You spelled his name wrong. What? Nah, just trying to keep you on your toes. Oh, damn. Now all you have to do is steal it up and put it in his mailbox. I actually wrote a letter that way sometime. I totally forgot towards who. But I did. And it was awesome. I had my own sigil thing. Like the rings people had back then to do such things. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that thing. I want that thing. Can I seal it with tape?
Alright.
That's not authentic enough. I have an idea. I'll be right back. Amanda leaves the room and returns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood. To be precisely honest, normal candle wax isn't that good. Sometimes it just messes up your paper. There's like specific wax for that. Somewhere in my house, have actual sealing wax. In red. Amanda leaves the room and returns with a candle. A lighter, I already read that. You gotta have a wax seal. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down and form a pool of melted wax. What's that other thing?
Oh.
Amanda pours some wax onto the folded letter and expertly presses a small piece of wood into it. She lets it dry for a second and pulls the wood away, revealing. Here it is, your sigil. It actually is just called sigil? I should have guessed. A little kitten with a bow on its head. Awesome. Scrapbooking. I want to have a sigil of that as well and sign like all the letters. When Evelyn and I one day have daughters, I want to like sign all the letters they I have to send for them or like that. I want to all have like little kittens with bow ties on that. Scrapbooking stuff always comes in clutch. Well, I guess all there is to do is deliver it to his doorstep now. Huh. Oh, I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it. I already called my guy. My first thoughts went towards Hive Swap. I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has the good pigeons. Don't get your pigeons from Anthony. They're no good. I don't want to know if any of this is true. I head outside and walk over to Damien's house. I slip the letter into the slot in his door and go back home. Mission accomplished? Now we play the waiting game. Where the hell? This actually is the cinemas. The night finally rolls around where I'm supposed to meet with Damien. The next day he had left another beautiful crafted letter thanking me for mine and agreeing to the evening. Amanda helps me pick out a nice outfit and I show up to the theater. A little bit early. It's a chilly night and the theater is kinda crowded, but it's still nice. How do you do? Nice intro, Damien. I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around to see Damien right behind me. That was definitely not his voice. You almost gave me a heart attack. How long were you there for? Ouch, that was loud. I don't know, I just woke up. My apologies for frightening you. Was that thunder? Is it gonna rain soon? I didn't hear anything. What?
What?
What? Regardless, the hour grows close. Shall we take our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets.
Oh.
Please allow me to repay the deed in Sour Patch Kids or perhaps Milk Duds. Sour Patch Kids? Milk Duds? I'm not American, so maybe that's actually some sweet, I don't know. Let's do it. We get in line to buy snacks. Okay. As we're waiting here, a familiar voice behind us. My dad's here. I turn around to find Lucian standing a few feet behind us with a gaggle of other goth kids. Lucian, how nice to see you. I didn't know you were coming to the theater. I'm glad to see you spending some quality time with your friends. Whatever, Dad. And what movie will you be attending to tonight? My friends are making me see some kids' movie about talking animals. I don't really care about it.
Oh.
Well, I do hope you enjoy your evening. We'll be watching Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. You? Watching that? Yeah, I thought Damien would enjoy it. Ha! Good luck with that, Dad. Lucian rejoins his friends and I look over to Damien. Oh boy. Good luck with what? It's nothing. My son loves the to tease. We wait in line for a little longer and Damien buys us snacks. He seems a little nervous. I wonder what's wrong. Does he can't see blood. He either can't see blood or is terrified by seeing tits. I guess it's about the blood. It will be just hilarious and so suiting to the game. Damien and I take our seats and settle in for previews. Glancing at him, I can see that he's sweating profusely and gripping his armrest. Okay. The movie hasn't even started yet. Vampires, huh? Is everything okay? That's a good one. Everything is perfectly fine. I'm so, excited for this film. I'm a devoted patron of the arts, especially the scary arts. The scarier the art, the better. Do you have a favorite horror movie?
Oh no.
Or he's just simply scared. Of course I have a favorite horror movie. Mine is Halloween Town. Terrifying. Really? That old Disney movie that was just on like twice. If you don't know Halloween Town, it's not Nightmare Before Christmas, as far as I know. Maybe he means that and just forgot the name, or they can't say the name. But Halloween Town is an actual movie about witches, a witch meeting her grandma, who actually is a witch, and she finds out she's a witch. And the witches and a lot of supernatural beings live in a town called Halloween Town. And they save the day, basically. In Halloween Town and the actual world, I think. The taxi driver is a skeleton, and it made me laugh so hard as a kid. Oh, interesting. That's odd. I don't seem to remember Halloween Town being that scary. I would have expected him to bring up some sort of strange foreign horror film that I'd never heard of. Damien's knuckles are turning white. It looks like he's about to rip the armrest off. Wait a second. Damien, are you afraid of horror movies? You must be joking! I love horror movies! Look. The lights dim for the film.
Ah!
Ow! Wow! Ouch! Damien screams, obviously. I apologize, I was thinking about something far scarier than this movie. Which is not scary at all. Oh, Damien. We can actually go into the talking anime movie if you want to. We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice, and he takes one. Licorice? Is that how you pronounce that? Licorice? I take note of how much his hands are shaking.
Ah!
Why is Damien's voice actor so horrifyingly loud? The title flashes across the screen in bloody letters. Vampire Crusade 2, The Evil Never Dies. A pale man with long silver hair, glittering red eyes, and well-oiled abs sits up in a coffin. Okay. Oh, jeez. Awaken my coven. Bad wow. Two more vampires slide the tops of their stone coffins into the floor. Brother, is it time? Yes, husband, but also mortal enemy. No, but also mortal... Okay. It is time. The three look at each other and then to the camera. For the Vampire Crusade. Oh, jeez. I couldn't take that movie seriously for all that has happened to now. This rules. The trio of vampires flies off into the night as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. Oh my god. I somehow get lost in the movie. As dumb as it sounded, it's actually a pretty fun flick. I kinda doubt that. Maybe it's fun to make fun of. We get to a tense moment of the movie where Romulus Trueblood... Okay. Sits at a truce meeting with the general of the human army, whose wife Romulus has fallen in love with. Romulus, it is good to finally meet you. General, I agree. It's good to finally blood you.
What?
Romulus... Okay. Romulus leaps out and slashes the general's throat. Blood splatters over everything, including the camera.
Ah!
Damien screams again, reflexively grasping my hand. Aww. But seriously, what? I immediately blush, forgetting about any vampires or blood or vampiric blood.
What?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Damien retracts his hand and places it back in his lap. Okay. Let's keep on going.
Huh.
I was writing a novel in my head about blood magic and I got to extremely scary section. Sure did, Damien, sure did. Damien goes back to quietly stressing out over the movie. It's kind of cute that he won't admit that he's afraid of it. Yes, it is. I wish we would hold my... Aww. I wish he would hold my hand again. Yes, I would just... Pat. All good. It's all good. Maybe I could do something to try to make him feel more comfortable. I've got it. I'll do what all dads do best. Talk during movies. I am so not that kind of person, hopefully. Well, when I'm into it and I already know the movie and I want to, like, make people... I guess I am sometimes. But I totally hate it when others do that. I really get furious when people do that. Or when they like look on their phone or anything like that. No. No, you don't do that. When someone is watching a movie with you, you fucking pay attention to the freaking movie. Tell a dad joke. Point out a plot hole. That would be so me. Ask what's happening. Did you notice how that guard fired 7 bullets, but this gun only holds 6 bullets? Okay, that's forgivable, small. Yes, that is absolutely unforgivable from a filmmaking standpoint. True it is, but it's such a little detail. I would have picked something more major. But, it's almost unwatchable. It's funny how it's so much easier to point out tiny mistakes in the work of others than it is to actually go create your own thing. Huh. Hey, look! That's an anachronism. The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly, with only a few whimpers from Damien. Maybe he would have liked the romantic comedy better. Yes, obviously. We get to the final scene of the movie, where Romulus Bad Blood and the General's wife embrace each other in his crypt. It appears that the true vampire crusade was the vampire crusade in our hearts. Our cold, unbeating hearts. Oh, that's not true, my heart's beating. I mean, you didn't hear that. Romulus and the General's wife begin making out. Hard.
What?
The film fades to black and the end appears on the screen. But then it hard cuts the Demetrius and his rival lover Carmela, who watched the two from afar. Oh no, twist ending. Our bloodline has been pure for 1,000 years. Romulus has betrayed us by loving a human woman. It will only be a short time before the next Vampire Crusade 3. Evil must die again. Oh no. I'm sorry, but oh no. More thunder, more ominous organs. The movie fades out again and the bloody question mark now accompanies the end. Ooh boy. Damien and I walk out of the movie theater amidst throngs of chattering moviegoers. He's a little more pale than I remember, but otherwise, he survived the encounter. He even seems kind of invigorated. What an interesting film. While the premise admittedly struck me as a pedestrian, I was intrigued by its harrowing love story and a great attention to detail in regards to vampiric lore. Okay, I didn't watch the movie, so I can't say anything about that, but puns... no. Yeah, it was pretty good. A lot of more vampire titties than I thought there would be.
Oh.
Come on, the night is young. Let's take a stroll. Damien is making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk and the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded theater. Lovely night, isn't it? As lovely as the company, yes. You think so lovely? Sorry, I tried to channel my inner fanboy for that one. Damn! Okay, here comes the smooth response. Thanks. Cool. Okay. Can I have, please, an actual smooth response? Oh, damn. No problem. Crushed it. Seriously, though. Whew. I'm so glad that it's not that. Thanks is the best choice. You have to thank someone when they make you any kind of compliment. Or you compliment them back. We both stand there feeling a little awkward. I sure am one smooth operator. Are you getting a little hungry? We could maybe stop off and grab something to eat.
Oh.
Worry not, friend. I have a plan. We turn the corner and are greeted by the gates of a cemetery? What? Are we going in there?
Oh.
A little bit of a Victorian flavor, Ashkova. Trust me. Wow, loud music. I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead as we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare down at us as we follow a path through the faded tombstones. Statues of angels! We should keep them in our line of sight. As we crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The night lights sparkle around us. I gotta hand it to him. For being in a cemetery, this is strangely romantic. Picnicking in graveyards is an old Victorian tradition. An appropriate finish to an evening after a vampire movie, wouldn't you say? With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and picnic basket. He produces? Wait, where were you hiding that?
Oh.
Under my cloak. Oh, right. Damien unfolds the blanket and we both sit down, gazing out at the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine and a fine selection of cheese. Cheese! You won me. Sorry, but the cheese did the job. In the Victorian era, there were no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. Once your graveyards became a more popular alternative to church burials, they became the only place that people could see beautiful plant life and find sculptures. That makes sense. This is pretty nice. I have a question though. How are you so okay with being in a graveyard, but you had trouble handling a scary movie?
What?
I wasn't... He sighs deeply. Okay, yes, I was extremely scared by that movie. I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. I just have never been good at those. I just feel as if, because of how I look and act, people expect me to love horror films. So I must play the part. Truth be told, I don't know if I have the constitution for them at times. Damien, I'm so sorry. If I had known, I would have suggested another movie. It's quite alright. I actually did find myself enjoying this one, thanks to your help. Graveyards, however, I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from cities, away from the realm of the living, and it keeps us rather separated from it. Steam, I don't want to know that right now, thank you. They acknowledge death and become comfortable with it, I think gives us, to acknowledge it, okay? Gives us a certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. To sit amongst generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death brings me great comfort. That isn't weird at all, it's just, personally, I might not be able to do that. Death helps me appreciate life, to savor every second. It gives me a little panic. A little. We sit and enjoy our food and wine. I don't feel scared anymore. I never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually feel very peaceful. I mean, sure, I do like graveyards as well, and sitting in them would be nice if it actually was. I think it's even not legal in Germany to sit around in graveyards. But statues and wildlife, that's really nice. I mean, I like the well, aesthetic side of a graveyard a lot. But all the death thing that Damien described is not my type of tea, to be specific. Just because I have some personal issues with thinking too much into that theme, I guess. It's just me, though. I'd still love Damien. Oh no. Suddenly it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance I see a shadowy figure in the trees. What is that?
Ah!
I'm not sure. It noticed us. I'm paralyzed with fear as it begins lumbering slowly towards us. It's kind of weird that I feel more comfortable with that kind of situation than actually think about like the death stuff sitting there. But if I would be in that situation as Dadkova, I would be with my mind totally by Damien, so I would be fine. Its shape taking a more animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid and transfixed as I am. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature's getting closer, moving faster. Come on, stand in front of Damien for graveyard's sake.
Ah!
Woof! Oh,
Oh.
it's a dog. That's some cute dog. As it finally comes into the light, the friendliest, the dumbest little Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us. The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. What a beautiful dog. Hey, we both look up, not expecting to see Robert. I expected that. Thanks. Robert, what are you doing out here on this lovely evening?
Oh?
Hunting cryptids. What? What? I didn't know you had a dog.
Hey.
This isn't my dog. I found her wandering in the street. I put a leash on her and now we are walking around this graveyard together. Hunting cryptids.
Oh.
Damien and I share a look. May I give her a treat? Sure. Wouldn't give her cheese, though.
Hey.
Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and procures a small dog treat. What else is he keeping in there? Seriously. The dog laps up the treat and crunches it away, tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. Gotta sit differently. Thanks.
Hey.
My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his dog disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares after them. I didn't know you liked dogs. Victorians love dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion would always be accompanied by a small dog, such as a terrier or Maltese. I think big dogs are nice too. Yeah, man, dogs are cool.
Oh.
I do believe we've had enough excitement for one night. What say we make our way home? Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. I gladly take it, as my knees aren't what they used to be. Jeez, how old are you, Dadkova? He picks up his picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin the walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful. Like a proud gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep. Thank you ever so kindly for your company tonight. Damien, it was my pleasure. Eshkva, if you allow me, it would bring me a great joy to offer you a token of my affection. Damien reaches into his cloak and pulls out a folded monogrammed handkerchief. He presses it into my hand. Wow, thank you, Damien. I will use this to dry my tears for those I've lost. I can't wait to sneeze on this. I'm gonna wave this at passing ships. Yes! A noble propose. Damien shuffles his feet. I just want to say that it's rare to find someone like you, someone who's open to my eccentricities. It's nice to feel so accepted, thank you. Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze. Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand. I must take my leave. Good night. Before I can say anything else, he's gone. Huh. I unlock the door and step inside. Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and pulps down on the couch, trying to look nonchalant. But oh well, I think I'm gonna, go on for a few seconds. Hey, Dad, what's up? Were you watching me from the window? No, I was just, Okay, yes. How was the movie? Lots of vampire titties. Told you. But as it turns out, Damien is scared. Wait, Amanda doesn't need to know that. I'll keep it between me and Damien. Scary cool. Yep, he's so cool it's scary. Nice save, Eshkva. Did you know that graveyards used to be a place to throw parties? I think I'm misremembering that. Yes. Wow, that's pretty punk. Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though. How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf? How can you be so sure sure I'm not a werewolf? And how can I be so sure you're not a werewolf? Amanda's eyes narrow. I don't trust you. Nor I you. We make intense and wary eye contact for a second. Anyway, I'm calling it for a night. Don't stay up too late, will you? I try not to howl at the moon past midnight. Okay then. Date complete! Yes!
Wow! My stars, this... Never in a million moons have I had a date such as exquisite as this one.
Thank you very much for that compliment, Damien. Dog, a lot. No, a bit. Vampire, a lot. Bang, a lot. Well, half. Ojuzama. Dead snark. Automotive care. S rank. Yes! Whoo! Ooh, interview with a vampire 2 of 3. Oh yeah. Sorry for that one, but still. Yes! That was amazing. Well, it's been a long day. Just a quick save. And I'm sorry, but this episode was totally dedicated for that date. And I made it longer than the previous episodes anyway. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode just as much as I did. That movie probably was a movie to see, a movie to watch with your friends at night. I don't know. I kind of cringed a bit at the movie, but I think it was intentional. Anyway, I sincerely love all of you guys, and we'll see each other in the next video. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. I did, obviously, as you can see, and cheerio!